Now tonight, the National Institute for Communicable Diseases issuing an alert for a measles outbreak here in Johannesburg. It's warning schools to be on the lookout for symptoms after several cases have been confirmed. Joining us now is Dr. Melinda Suchard, head of the Vaccine and Immunology Centre at the NICD. Welcome and thank you very much for joining us tonight. Now, I don't know whether these figures have changed or not, but 6 confirmed cases here in Johannesburg as at the 15th of March this year. Is that number specifically out of the ordinary?
Yes, for measles, even 1 case is out of the ordinary. We are hoping within a few years to eliminate measles, which means that every case should be treated as an emergency and responded to immediately.
Do we know the location in Johannesburg? Would it be centred in one particular area, or is this fairly widespread?
The areas were Lenasia and Houghton.
And typically, what would cause something like this? Is it just lack of vaccination, or was there more to it than that?
In these particular 6 cases, there was a lack of vaccination by choice for certain religious beliefs, and we do believe that was the reason that these children caught the virus rather than surrounding communities.
You've issued the warning, but my understanding is, and perhaps flesh this out for us a little bit, it's highly infectious, and it also spreads very quickly from person to person.
That's right. Measles is one of the most infectious diseases known. In fact, it has a very rapid transmission rate. And for example, if in an unvaccinated setting, 1 person could infect up to 18 other individuals.
Is a choice not to be vaccinated fairly common?
No, I don't think it's common at all. Most South Africans you choose to be vaccinated. I think it's really exceptions who don't. I do think perhaps some mothers miss the later vaccinations. The measles vaccines are given routinely at 6 months and 12 months of age, so they're in the later part of the schedule. So I think sometimes mothers do go for the 6 weeks, 10 weeks, 14 weeks, and may forget that they need to go for vaccinations when the child is 1 year and even beyond. So I think it is just a reminder call to mothers to check their children are fully vaccinated, even the later vaccines.
Fair enough. Just in terms of treatment of those cases right now, is that fairly straightforward then?
Measles is a virus. There's no specific treatment given. Vitamin A is administered, but other than that, most children recover fully. But there are complications, and it's unpredictable which children might get complications.
Which is my next question. Who then would be most at risk should there be contact?
Anyone of any age can catch measles, but the youngest children are most at risk of complication, particularly those less than 6 months, less than a year of age.
What would parents need to be looking out for?
Symptoms include fever, a flu-like illness, and a rash. The rash is a red, spotty rash, small flat dots.
Where would that be located?
Anywhere on the body, main areas of the body. And there's often conjunctivitis or redness of the eyes, and a cough and other flu-like illness symptoms.
And once that is spotted, what would the next process be?
The next process is to contact your doctor or your nurse and ensure you have a blood test for measles.
Why is that important?
Without a blood test, measles can't be differentiated from other rash illnesses that present in a similar way, for example, German measles.
What would the difference be between the two?
Well, we need the laboratory test to identify which virus is causing the disease.
So once you've then got the differentiation, it's a confirmed case of measles, then, as you said, it's a virus, you're then just, it's bed rest, I suppose.
Yes, it's to stay at home and away from the community for 4 days since the onset of the rash. But really we need the health authorities to be aware of the case and to be notified of the case so that vaccination responses can be done around that case, for example, in the schools and creches where these cases present.
So we have 6 confirmed cases here in Johannesburg at the moment. How then are you monitoring this to make sure that this doesn't spread?
So these 6 cases come after 29 confirmed cases in Cape Town and Stellenbosch area that have occurred since the beginning of the year.
Is there a link between the two?
We haven't got a defined link between the two, but we were on a high alert sort of for measles in other sections of the country, knowing about the cases in Cape Town. So there has already been a very vigorous vaccination campaign in response to the Cape Town cases. There have been more than 270,000 vaccine doses given in a campaign targeting under 5s in the whole of the Western Cape province and children under 15 in the affected sub-districts. And we are now conducting vaccine campaigns at the school where the Joburg cases were, and planning for wider campaigns.
And I'm assuming this is an ongoing process, that this could very well recur and you've got to go through and rejuvenate, re-energize that campaign once again.
Right, so certainly we're on the lookout for any further cases, and we will need to have a response as any new cases develop. We will need to target our responses accordingly.
So as of tonight then, under control, you're not concerned, but the point that you made a little earlier is that any reported case is something to be worried about at the get-go, at the outset.
Yes, that's right. Any case must be responded to, notified, and followed up with an health promotion, health education and vaccination campaign.
All right, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate your time, Dr. Melinda Suchard, Head of the Vaccine and Immunology Centre at the National Institute for Communicable Diseases. This is Newsnight, and here come our top stories.